Oh my god, I can't believe this is real. Hey guys, welcome to my first ever YouTube video. I've been wanting to create a YouTube channel for a long time, but I somehow didn't have the guts. I've been procrastinating, but here I am finally. My name is Noor, and today on my channel I'm gonna show you the most amazing chocolate cake. This chocolate cake is amazingly bubbler. Today I'm gonna show you how exactly to make it and answer all of your questions along the way. So, start by preheating the oven to 180 degrees Fahrenheit. Then the oil, we should grease the pan with a little bit of oil to keep the cake from sticking. And of course you can use any pan. I use the vegetable oil, but of course you can use margarine or butter, it's up to you. The ingredients are so simple. We need milk, vegetable oil, sugar, cocoa powder, eggs, baking powder and the vanilla powder, and of course the flour. Then we'll start making our batter by adding 1 cup of granulated sugar to a large mixing bowl and 3 eggs with room temperature. And yes, it should be with room temperature to help your ingredients combine more cohesively. This ultimately makes for better batters and doughs and therefore better baked goods. And now start mixing them together. You can do this by hand with a whisk or a fork, or you can use a hand mixer or a stand mixer. It's totally up to you. Now continue adding the rest of the wet ingredients. Here we have 1 cup of milk. The cup that I'm using is 250 milliliters. Of course, you can use any cup you have at home, but make sure to use the same cup for all of the ingredients. 1 cup of vegetable oil, 1 cup of vegetable oil, and mix again. Once your wet ingredients are mixed together, you can start adding in your dry ingredients. So what do we need for this? We need 1 bucket of powder vanilla along with 3 tablespoons of cocoa powder, unsweetened. I prefer the unsweetened for desserts. The bucket of baking powder is about 10 grams. Mix a little bit now, and then we're gonna add the flour. Now I'm putting here the baking powder above the flour, and we're gonna this is an all-purpose flour, and of course you can use cake flour, any flour you have at home, it's not a problem. I measured it with the same cup. It's about 1.5 cup. And now mix again very well. Now stop whisking and make sure you're using a rubber spatula to scrape the sides and the bottom of the bowl to make sure everything gets mixed in. It should be nice and fluffy. This batter should be a pourable consistency, so if you can see that right there, this is what you're going for. Next, we're gonna bake this in a 180 degrees oven on the center rack for 30 to 35 minutes. Next, we're gonna make the sauce, so you'll need milk, sugar, cocoa powder and oil, a little bit of salt and vanilla powder. And of course you can use vanilla extract if you want. Now we're gonna add 1 cup of milk in a saucepan, 1 cup of granulated sugar, along with 4 tablespoons, full tablespoons of unsweetened cocoa powder, and half a cup of vegetable oil. Now half a teaspoon of salt, along with the vanilla powder. And we'll start mix them together a little bit before we put them on the stove. I put the saucepan on a medium heat, start stirring this, just keep on stirring until it comes to a complete boil, and once it comes to a boil, immediately reduce the heat to low and let it simmer for 4 minutes. Just keep on stirring for that entire 4 minutes. Once time is up, remove it from the heat and set it apart in room temperature to cool down a little bit. You should end up with a beautiful chocolate sauce like this. Do you see this? This is what you're going for. Our cake is done. I took it out of the oven to cut it into small pieces. Of course, you can cut it in the shape you would like, in big pieces or small pieces. It's up to you. And after that, we're gonna put on the sauce. After putting the sauce, I'm gonna put the pan in a fridge for 2 hours, not less than 2 hours, for the cake will absorb all of the sauce better. Now our cake is almost done. It's been in the fridge for 2 hours and we still have the decoration. You can decorate it with anything you have at home. Now I'm gonna decorate it with pistachio, a little bit of pistachio with dried cherry, and of course any dried fruit you would like to, and maybe you can decorate it with coconut. It's up to you, totally up to you. It's optional and a matter of personal preference. For me, myself, I prefer pistachio with desserts, whatever it is. It tastes amazing with the sweets or desserts. Now it's almost done. I'm just putting on the dried cherry. Thanks for watching. You can find the full written recipe as well as the measurements in the video description below. Be sure to subscribe, like and follow. It's a restaurant quality recipe you can easily make at home. See you later. It's fluffy, fudgy, wet. You should try this.